I'm Leah Varnell, and I am proud to be the Executive Director of CASA of Jefferson and Gilpin Counties. I chose CASA 19 years ago because I thought I could make a difference in the lives of the children and families in my new community, Jefferson County. On behalf of the board and staff, I'd like to welcome you to CASA Jeffco Gilpin's first ever virtual fundraising event. A big thanks to all of you who already support the important work we do, and I'm hoping through this campaign we'll make many new friends and supporters. I want to thank our sponsors and our CASA Crusaders who are making this campaign possible. CASA is an acronym that stands for Court Appointed Special Advocates. These are four very important words. Court appointed means a judge has signed an order to appoint a CASA volunteer to a case because they need help making well-informed decisions for the abused and neglected children in their courtrooms. Our volunteers are advocates for the safety and well-being of the children they represent. And boy, are our volunteers special. CASA volunteers work with a team that includes social service caseworkers and attorneys. Those individuals have enormous caseloads. CASA volunteers are assigned to one case at a time. They develop meaningful relationships with children in crisis, children who are often overlooked. CASA volunteers are often the only consistent person during this scary time in a child's life. Our organization exists only because of our incredible volunteers. Our volunteers don't need special background, education, or experience. They do need a passion for making sure children are safe. The COVID-19 pandemic has presented some new challenges to how we and our volunteers do our work. For 2.5 months, our volunteers could not have in-person visits with their CASA children. It was wonderful to see how quickly and creatively they adapted. They never gave up trying to maintain those critical relationships and made sure that children were safe. They have loved our recent move to a safer at home status and have started seeing children in person again. Social distancing, of course. Our staff has been able to continue recruiting and training new volunteers, all virtually. Court hearings are being conducted virtually, and the volunteers continue to report to the judges, who are especially grateful for their commitment to these children during this challenging time. We will continue to adapt and change in whatever ways we need to so we can continue to support our volunteers. One thing we're very concerned about is that since the pandemic began, the reports of child abuse and neglect have dropped by 60%. Children haven't been in school or attending after-school activities. They haven't been playing out in their neighborhoods. People who normally would have the opportunity to see these children and make reports of suspected child abuse and neglect aren't able to. We're very fearful for what this means for those children now and in the future. We need to be prepared for the spike in child abuse and neglect cases that have been hidden during the quarantine. And we need your help. Help us reach our campaign goal of $75,000. Although the advocacy is carried out by volunteers, they need support from trained, skilled staff. The cost to provide a CASA volunteer to a child or a sibling group is about $1,600 per year. In our program, volunteers served on 300 cases last year. You can also help by considering becoming a CASA volunteer. Currently, our program is only able to provide a volunteer for about half of the children in need. And please, help us by sharing this campaign information with your friends, family, co-workers, and neighbors. Many people have no idea that child abuse and neglect is happening where they live. With your help, we can all make a difference in a child's life. Thank you again for being part of our Champions for Children campaign. And until we can be together again in person, stay healthy and safe.